This video tutorial is on the message boards, and we will see how to actually set them up and how to add some posts. Alright, so I'm back to my admin page, and actually I went ahead and I've adjusted a bit my forums. So I have two different categories. I have the About Simple Machine forum, so information about this forum in general, and then I have a new category which is Simple Machine Forum, which actually has two boards in it itself. Alright, so it looks a bit more like a normal forum you are used to, and now we'll go ahead and we'll see what we can do with the actual message boards themselves. Alright, so from the main menu I'll choose admin, and once again I'll go to features and options. Alright, here I'll go under forum, and we had a look at the boards. Let's go ahead now and see under the posts and topics the options that are available to us. Alright, first of all, we're talking about the post settings. So there are a couple of settings here which are to be selected, enabled or disabled. First of all, there is a remove nested quotes when quoting, so I'm gonna leave that as unchecked. That's actually just to remove those quotes which I actually like. So if someone's quoting something that somebody else has already quoted, we'll leave the quotation mark there as well. Enable flash into posts. Now this is okay. There might be a security risk which is given here, but I'll leave it as checked so users can actually put some flash into the messages. Enable the spell check. I'll give that a yes. Now disable the what you see is what you get editor. This is basically, as you will see when we go to post new messages, this is something very useful when you are actually posting the messages, so I'm not going to disable it. Then it's asking us for the maximum characters, for the maximum size, and we'll probably leave it as 20,000 characters. Alright, so then it's asking us if a single word has, for example, 50 characters, do you want to break it? I'll say no and leave it as 0, so we are disabling, and this does not always work, so it will not work on all the servers. And then we come to the option where it's actually asking us how many posts to show in a topic summary. Alright, I'll put 10 here instead of 15. Then it's asking us the time required between posts from the same IP. Basically, if one user sends a message now, what would be the required time before that user can actually send something again? So what would the required time between the two messages sent for the same user? 5 seconds. I will actually leave that to 30 seconds. There's the courtesy edit wait time, 90 seconds. I'll leave it as it is, and maximum time after posting to allow editing. So basically, once the user has actually written something, a message, and posted it onto the board, what is the actual time before that user can go back and edit a message that they have just sent? Alright, it's given as 0 minutes, and I'll leave it as it is. Okay, I'll hit on save, and now we'll go into the bulletin board code. And this is all to do with the code that's actually been allowed to be used onto the forum. Alright, so there is the bulletin board code, or BBC, which is checked, which means it's actually enabled, and you can actually see all the tags available here. So instead of users writing the whole word or the whole function, they can just use some of this, and they will actually allow them to do so. So for example, this glow, this would to make the actual text glow, as we will see, and there's quite a few other options. U is of course for the underline, BR is for the break, and so on. But the default basic HTML has been disabled, and actually I will allow that. Alright, so once all that is done, I'll hit on save as well. And then I'll move to the next option, which is the words that are not allowed. So basically you can set all the not allowed words here, and those will actually be marked with the asterisk. So some swear words or any kind of words that you do not want to have on your forum, you can actually add them here, and they will actually be ignored. Okay, moving to the last option, which is the topic settings. Here you find all the information about the topics. So enable sticky post. Sticky post or sticky message is the one that sticks always at the top. So no matter how many posts you have after that, this one will always be at the top, and we will see what that actually means. By the default, it's actually enabled, and so is the participation icons as well. Okay, then we can actually set number of days before which an topic can be actually set as old. So if there's no reply for a particular topic for about 120 days, we'll leave it actually as 30, this topic will become an as old topic. Then we can actually see how many topics can be displayed per index and per page. And then we are going into the hot topics, and the number of posts of a hot topic is 15. I'll put it to 10, and very hot topics, I'll put this one to 20. Alright, this is something that you can set once the topics have actually been entered, and you can give each topic a particular categorization if you would. So we can set a hot topic and a very hot topic. Okay, then we are moving to maximum topic size, and we are going to show all, and we are going to leave 0 here. We are not going to disable user defined topics, and we are actually going to enable and leave actually this last option enabled, as this will actually give us, as you will see, a couple of links just down the bottom here, which will actually be a lot easier for us to move from one topic to another. Alright, we'll hit on save, and now we have actually set all the settings for our message boards. Alright, let's go now back to our user. This is when the user has actually logged in. This is the page they will see, and let's go into video tutorials here, where I have already created one topic, and it's actually started by John. And if we click on it, we'll actually see the topic itself. So this is the glowing text that I was talking about, and basically because John has started this topic, John can actually add a poll, which is quite easy. All we have to do is just click on add a poll and then just enter some information here. Also, John can go ahead and quote, John can modify, and John can actually remove this topic as this is his topic. Also, John can notify some people about this topic by clicking on the notify. Click on yes or OK, and John can now notify people. Alright, mark as unread, which kind of explains itself, and send this topic. By clicking on send this topic, username John will actually send this topic, add a comment, and send this topic to a particular email address. Alright, going back, what I will do is actually I'm going to reply to this message, and to do so it's quite easy. There's a quick reply button here. By clicking on it, a new window will open, and let's just type some text. Okay, once this is done, I can either preview my message, or I can just go and post. If I click on post, the message will be posted now, and we can see that this particular message, this particular post has actually had 3 views and just 1 reply. So it's actually being started by John, and the last post was today at this time. Alright, so let's go back now to administrator panel. So once again, I'm logged in as the admin, and I can have a look that this pretty much looks exactly the same. So what I can do is unread the posts, which John or any other user cannot actually do, and I can do mark all messages as read. Alright, so also I can have a couple of icons here that if I have this particular icon, which is this one here, it means that there is a new post, there is no new post, and this is a redirect board. Alright, then there's some information here as well. 3 posts in 2 topics by 2 members, and the latest one was the actual reply to this particular message. Alright, so let's go and have a look at the message. And there's also a little new icon here displayed as well, just showing us that there's a new message here. Alright, I can have a look at all of these messages here. As the administrator, I also have some of the options which are listed here. If this is a topic that does not belong to this particular category, I can move this topic by clicking on the move topic, and then I can select from here. So those are the two main categories. And for example, if it's actually entered, if this particular message has been entered into the SMF forum information, and I think that it actually belongs into this particular board, I can just click on it. I can change the topic subject, or I can just leave it as it is, and then I can actually write here why I'm actually moving this particular message to this board. If I do that and I click on move topic, and then if I go back to John and I'll hit on home, I can see now that this message has actually been moved right here instead of being in the other category, the first category. And of course the information about the latest post is given here as well. Okay, going back to the admin, once again I'm going to get into this message here, and you can see that it's actually stated here that I've started this new message, new post, even though it's been started by John, but I have actually moved it, and therefore it's actually here. Alright, so let's click on it and it will open this message, and it's gonna say this topic has been moved to this particular board, and we can actually just click here and that will actually take us to the message board itself. There it is. Okay, the other options, I can remove this topic altogether, I can lock it, I can set the topic to be sticky, and I can merge topics, or I can actually link this to a calendar, and we will actually have a look at the calendar in a later tutorial. Alright, so let's just go back one more time, and as you can see, this topic has actually been locked. So we've moved this topic from the video tutorial to Simple Machines forum examples, and if any of the users actually go into here, they'll actually see that this has actually been moved and it's actually been locked. So what that means is once they open it, they will not be able to reply. So it's actually saying here this topic is currently locked, only admins and moderators can reply. So no other users than the actual admin and the moderators can reply to this topic. And once again, following this link here, we'll be back to this topic and we can actually reply here. Alright, so going back to the admin, and let's go back to the home page. Alright, here is the topic that's been moved. It's been previewed 5 times and it's been started by John, so nothing has changed. I'll just move this topic to a new category, and just going down the bottom we can find, like I said, remove the topic, lock, and let's get this message to be a sticky. Okay, so we made this topic to be sticky, and if John or any other user is actually to view this particular information, this particular message, they'll see that this is actually a sticky message. So what that means is now that I can create a new topic, and I'm just gonna write something like this: test. Alright, and I'll just go and post this, and even though this is the latest message, it will not go above the new post here, because this is actually been a sticky message. Alright, so if I go back to the administrator mode and I go set topic non-sticky, and I'll go back here and actually I refresh, I'm gonna get this to be the first topic that's being displayed, as this is the latest topic, and the topic I have moved from the other category is now moved to the bottom. So basically, a sticky topic will move your topic to the actual top of your board, and it will stay there unless someone actually removes the sticky topic option. All the other topics or the other messages will actually appear just below that. Alright, so I hope this actually gives you some idea of what you can do with the topics within the message boards, and how you can adjust a few settings, and also how you can adjust the permissions for particular users. Also, each particular user that's actually been registered with your forum can change their profiles. If they go to profile and then summary or account settings or forum profile, we have seen this before from the other side, we have seen this from the admin side, but also they can choose their own pictures and a few other options as well. So we'll get John to be maybe Bruce Willis, and we'll hit on change profile, and I'll go back to my admin, and I'll go to home. I'll go to this particular topic here, I'll go test, and there is Bruce Willis, who is actually John. Alright, so this is how you would go about editing and actually moving your topics, how to set up a sticky topic. Also, you can put a lock to a topic, which will then lock that topic and nobody else can actually enter any information. And we have also seen how to move the topic, so we are moving it from one category to another category, or from one board to another board.